looks like I'm filming in the middle of the night, but it's just rainy, I swear. I've not prepared for this video at all. Let's just jump into it. These are books that I predict I will only rate 1 star. These are books that I don't think I'm going to like. Number 1, starting off strong, Life of Pi. I have no idea what this is about at all. I remember when the movie came out, I remember there being like a little boy on a raft or something, which kind of, I don't know, goes with this, I guess. I have no idea what this book is about. For some reason, seeing the cover makes me mad. I'm convinced I'm gonna hate it. It's been on my shelf for years, and I keep it there. Every time I do an unhaul, it's still on my shelves. Even though I haven't read this book, but I'm convinced it's gonna be like the worst book in the world. Kind of messed up with me. I'm keeping it here because it was one of the books that Stephen King recommended, so one day maybe I'll get around to it, but I kind of just want to get rid of it. Then we've got Slasher Girls and Monster Boys by, I'm just not gonna say the authors. This is a collection of short stories. It's like horror stories, and they're done by a lot of really popular YA authors, or at least YA authors who were popular like years ago. I guess Leigh Bardugo's still going. But like Carrie Ryan, I don't feel like people, none of my opinions matter here. Actually, yeah they do. But I'm really just blabbering at this point. I don't think I'm gonna like this book because I think I've outgrown it. I remember desperately wanting to buy it so bad when it first came out, and finding it on Book Outlet and feeling like I'd won a prize. But I just think I'm too old for it. I'm kind of phasing out of YA at this point. I'm not really interested in it at all, but still it sits on my shelf. Z, a novel of Zelda Fitzgerald by Therese Ann Fowler. I said this name. I know nothing about this except that it's about Zelda Fitzgerald. I picked it up when I was at a used bookstore because when I'm at a used bookstore, I turn into a monster and I pick up every single book that even slightly sounds good or slightly sounds interesting. So picture this in a pile of like 20 books that I'd actually bought from that place, but I don't know what it is about this one because I like the idea of reading a book about Zelda Fitzgerald. I think it would be interesting, but for some reason I'm just convinced I'm not gonna like it. And it's like a little bit beefy, like not a lot, but just enough to stop me. This one, maybe I'm just being a little dramatic with. Maybe this one I'm predicting to be like a 2-star book. Wolfskin by Juliette Marillier. I don't know if that's how you say her last name. I'm just guessing. The thing about her is that she wrote my favorite series that starts with Daughter of the Forest. I can't believe I almost forgot that. I love that book. I love it very deeply. The rest of her books, not too great. This one in particular is about a great Viking warrior, a wolf skin, hence the name. And I remember trying to pick it up once, and there was like a there's a man main character. And like Juliette Marillier, her stories are like fairies and like kind of fairy tale-esque novels. And I'm sorry, but that's just not a male-centered genre, and I don't want to read her write a man. Well, I don't want her to write a man as a main character, at least. Or the main character. What am I saying? This is a mess. You know what I mean, I guess. This is also one that's like a decent size, and I just don't really want to get through it. I love them keeping all of these on my shelves, despite being like, I think I'm gonna hate them. This one shouldn't really be on the list. This is The Night Country by Melissa Albert. I read the first book years ago. I have no idea what happened. I just need to get rid of this one, is the thing. Because I got rid of the first book, so I don't know why I'm holding on to the second, and I'm pretty sure there's probably another one as well. So this is just gonna go in a little unhaul pile. I don't mean to be mean and say it's only worth 1 star, it's just I know I'm not gonna get back to the series. Oh god, this one I think I'm gonna get rid of too. The Orphan Master's Son by Adam Johnson. This has been on my shelf since I was 18, so it's been on there for 6 years. Way too long. I think the reason I never picked it up is because the cover, like it's just so ugly and so boring, and it's not something that you'd want to pick up. And I also don't like this kid over here, and I don't like that. So it's prevented me from picking it up. I'm convinced I'll hate it. I just read the book, I just read the back. I read the whole book in preparation for this video. I read the back to like try to familiarize myself with what happens in it or what it's about. And it takes place in North Korea. So I'm not going to read this because I don't want to read a Westerner's take on North Korea. So definitely 1 star. I can give it that rating right now. Last book. Sweeney Todd? This isn't a book, this is a play. Why did I buy this? Can anyone tell me? Because I don't know. Oh, it has little pictures. That's cute. I can't tell anyone why I bought this. This is what happens to me when I try to buy books, okay? I just pick up anything near me and I buy it and I spend my money on it. And then my money is gone I'm left with Sweeney Todd on my shelves, and I don't know why I thought I would want to read this. But now I have to read it at some point because it's on my shelves, and I spent money on it, so I had to at least give it a shot. So really the lesson of this video is that I shouldn't be allowed to buy books anymore, which is great considering that I just ordered some books, but let's all ignore that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye.